What is going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here today on Thursday night's random fucking connected franchise mode series best of all time. That's a running title for whatever the fuck this is called, where we just do a random one-off connected franchise mode based off of a theme or outline or guidelines suggested by you guys. And this one here tonight is one of the most requested ones, and that is one-hit wonders. So what I did is that I tried my best to fill the team up with guys that actually were one-hit wonders, but then that thins out the herd. There's not just, there's not fucking a bunch of one-hit wonders just lying around. So I broadened it up to 2-year wonders, and then some cases potentially 3-year wonders. Or guys that maybe just set the bar so high in one season that they would never live up to expectations past that. There's a couple instances of that. So we'll go through the roster quite shortly. When I go through the roster, I'm doing it all off the hip, trying to remember my best. So I'm not gonna lie, don't take what I say in regards to the player's history and their background to a T. I think most of it will be accurate, but some of the times I'll be a little bit incorrect because some of these guys, they're just like one-time Pro Bowlers or one-time All Pros or something like that, and I don't know off the top of my head what exactly they did to qualify for this team. Especially, like, for example, offensive line and stuff like that. So, if I am incorrect, don't be like, oh, you idiot. You don't know that shit. Because I could just fucking open up a bunch of tabs with all the players' history. But last time I did a connected franchise mode, it was almost like 20 minutes of me just talking about the roster. So we can decide to cut that out. And then for our base team, we're going with kind of a one-hit wonder in the NFL right now. And that's the Carolina Panthers. They were 15-1 last year. Didn't make the playoffs this season. So, yikes. What happened there? So much like when we did the all-bust team, I decided to juice all the players that we use because what's the point of me using like what they are in Madden? We're obviously just going to get shit pumped and steamrolled and probably win one or two games. Let's actually see what we can do with this team. It's still not very overpowered. Definitely the all-bust team was a lot more better and stronger. Great English there, C4. But let's take a look here at the roster and who we picked. So starting out right now at the quarterback position, RG3 and Nick Foles, Derek Anderson. So everyone knows pretty much the story of RG3 here. Had a phenomenal rookie season. Everyone thought because of that rookie season, man, is he better than Andrew Luck? Is he the future? Is he the next, hybrid at the quarterback position? I don't know, but he could be. He's 78 over. Actually, what I'm going to do here, because he is my starter, is basically I just kind of rounded things up to make their overalls a little better. So for RG3, here's what we do. We go like, all right, 85. We just try to make it in a 5 or 0, just for the sake of this video. So let's make him that, 5, 75, play action, give that, and it's probably alright for now. Just give him a little, let's just creep him up into the 80, so 82. Then we got Nick Foles, 27-2 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Everyone remembers that season. That wasn't his record. That was his touchdown to interception ratio one season, which also had a very memorable game where he threw 7 touchdowns against the Oakland Raiders, which was then an NFL record. I think still is. It's tied for the NFL record. So Beast Foles is on this, as well as Derek Anderson. He was already on the Carolina Panthers as Cam Newton's backup, but not too long ago, actually quite a long time ago, he made the Pro Bowl as a Cleveland Brown. Yes, Derek Anderson as a Cleveland Brown. His stats weren't even that good. I'm not sure how he made it. He must have been like an alternate or something like that. But he did make it. And then since then, he had that whole laughing incident on the sidelines. I wasn't laughing. I don't find anything funny. But yeah, RG3 will be our starter. Then at the running back position, we got Jonas Gray, who literally is the definition of a one-hit wonder because he didn't even have a full season. He literally had one big game for the Patriots where he had like 200-some yards, 4 touchdowns. And then like the next week, he overslept for practice and never was to be seen again. Bill Belichick banished him to the nether realm, so we'll be rolling with Jonas Gray as our starting running back. And then we have Chris Johnson here, only 77 overall. I could have juiced him back up to what he used to be. More so just because he never, like I said, I was trying to find some depth at running back, and he never lived up past the CJ 2K season. 2,000 yards, 14 touchdowns, 125 yards a game. Never quite even really got close to the numbers that he put up that one season. So I guess you could consider that 1 year a one-hit wonder. He definitely had a solid career that 1, 2, 3, 4 years of 1,000 yards. And I think he had, that would have been 5. I don't think what he did in 2014. But in 2015, with the Cardinals, he went over 1,000 all-purpose yards. And by all-purpose, I just mean rushing and receiving yards. But yeah, just because he never really, like, that season there, everyone thought he was going to be the new face of the NFL. He had the 40-yard dash record, and now he's putting up these kind of numbers, and he never quite amounted to that. So that's why we're considering him a one-year wonder. Then at fullback, I don't know, Tolbert's not really. Tolbert's been solid. It's just because we didn't have a fullback. Now wide receiver, we have Allen Robinson, which is kind of a hot take, but because the entire Jags sucked this year, it is fair enough to say, based off of only 2 years and an incredibly small scope, Allen Robinson is a one-year wonder. His stats this year were nowhere near the stats that he had last season, and so to kind of give me some ammunition here on offense, we decided to include Allen Robinson. But definitely it's way, way, way too early to consider him a one-year wonder. But unless something changes there, maybe they get a new head coach that's offensive-minded in Jacksonville for the 2017 season, he may be at risk. Then we have Victor Cruz. So let me hear me out for this one. Look at his stats. I was trying to look at it. Never, like I said, 2-year period. Outside of that, like that 1 year in 2011, he's never really been the 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. This year wasn't too shabby, but then injuries and all that stuff caught up. So Victor Cruz is definitely a short period wonder. That's probably the best name. We'll go 1 year wonder just for the sick buzz title. But like I said, he never really, for so many people that put so much hype and stock into him, it's like, man, once he gets healthy, he's gonna be great. He hasn't really been great since fucking the beginning of the decade here. So Victor Cruz, we included him. Like I said, not only does it mean talent, if you had one good year and you've struggled with injuries, you're still classified in this. Like I said, it's not bust. This is not the bust video. This is just guys that haven't had consistency in their seasons. Then we have Josh Gordon. Everyone knows the story with Josh Gordon. When he's on the field, however sporadic that is, he's incredible. But the fact that he's never really been able to stay on the field to match the stats he had in 2013, got to be a one-year wonder to include there. Then we got Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin made, I believe he was actually an All-Pro the year with the Vikings. They obviously don't have it here, but he was an All-Pro 1 year. The year that he pretty much was a jack of all trades with the Minnesota Vikings. He's always been very solid on special teams, but with the migraines and all that stuff, definitely could be considered a one-year wonder, unfortunately, for the Florida Gator fan and me. Then at tight ends, we have Joseph Fourier, who only catch touchdowns for the Miami Dolphins, the Detroit Lions one season. Look at this. All right, he had 7 touchdowns and then straight up has never done anything else in the league, so we included him. I was thinking about putting Jordan Cameron on this team because he had that big year with the Browns, but he was injured at the time of me trying to assemble his roster. So we just went with another Brown, Gary Barnett, who did absolutely nothing in 2016 season, and look what he did in 2015. Look, done nothing. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. You are the epitome of a one-year wonder. Why is there so many one-year wonders in Cleveland? I have no idea. Left tackle, we're just going Luis Vasquez. He's usually a guard, but he made All-Pro 1 year with the, I think he would have been, what year was it been? I can probably see. I think it might have been with the Broncos. I don't know what other team he would have been on. But yeah, he was a one-time All-Pro, so we included him. Left guard, Zane Beadles, I think he made the Pro Bowl once when he was with the Denver Broncos. I think he's never really quite been able to find his form with Jacksonville or San Francisco, so he's here. Center, we're going Max Unger, who made All-Pro 1 year, I believe. That's his only. He's been solid. Definitely, has been consistent with the fact that he's had one incredible year. Usually, offensive linemen, you get kind of a roll going. Once you start making your first Pro Bowl, your first All-Pro, you tend to repeat more often than not. And Unger was unable to do that, so we have him at center. Right guard, we're going Trey Turner, who was a beast last year in Madden, and now has been, played. I think he's been benched actually on the Carolina Panthers. I think he played a little bit of tackle, a little bit out of position. But looked like Wendell, according to even Madden, was starting at guard. So we have Trey Turner here. And then at right tackle, we're going Jermon Bushrod, who I think was a Pro Bowler and made All-Pro. I don't know what team he made it with. I want to guess whoever. I know he played. I got him off the Dolphins, and then he played for the Bears before that. I don't know if he played with someone before that. That might have been where he got his success. Or it might have been with the Bears. But definitely a one-year wonder at the tackle spot. Now on the defensive side of the ball, we have Antonio Smith, Old Man Smith, who made All-Pro 1 year. I think he was with the... I have no idea, but he was an All-Pro 1 year, so we decided to include him. I want to say, Texans, maybe? Did he even go Texans, Broncos, Texans? Because I picked him off of the Texans roster. I could be wrong there. Then at right defensive end, we have Robert Quinn. Wow. Robert Quinn has... Man, I don't know. If I'm a Rams fan, I'm a little bit upset. So he had 10, like I said, that 19 sack season has really failed to replicate that form. I'm not exactly sure if it's been injuries that have been cutting it short or he's just not as good as he used to be, but has not really lived up past that 19 sack season. So we have him here. Defensive tackle, we have Paul Soliai, who made 1 Pro Bowl only and then hasn't done shit since. I think that was with him when he was with the Miami Dolphins. And then we have Nick Fairley, who was seemingly elite during his time with the Detroit Lions, and ever since then he's just struggled to find some footing. Most dominant year is probably 2013. Obviously, you can see with the 6 sacks. But 5-6 sacks being paired with Sue, they were absolutely terrifying. And then since then, he's been with the Rams, and now he's with the Saints. It looked like he actually had a solid season for the Saints. They picked him up. He was like an 83 overall. So less Madden was way off the mark. He probably had a nice little bounce back year, but he's never been able to reclaim the form that he had while he was with the Detroit Lions. Left side linebacker, we got Ahmad Brooks, who was an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler during the Harbaugh years of the San Francisco 49ers. It hasn't quite lived back up to that. I'm not exactly sure what it was, if it was All-Pro or Pro Bowl, but he's included here. Middle linebacker, we have Kiko Alonso, who's been solid for the Miami Dolphins. That was all right looking for the Eagles, but he never, obviously, had that injury, and we traded LaShawn McCoy for him. But his rookie year with the Buffalo Bills, he was incredible. I think he was a runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Look at that. He had 231 total tackles, 159 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 4 interceptions. Literally looked like he was going to be the second coming of, just the greatest middle linebacker in the history of football. And bad injury in 2014. Came with the Eagles, and it wasn't that good. He had a sick one-handed pick against the Falcons. But outside of that, definitely a one-year wonder. And we also included Darrell Washington, who once upon a time, before some off-field issues, looked like the next great stud middle linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals. Look at this. In 2012, 160 tackles, 9 sacks, and interception. Those are pretty much mind-boggling stats for a middle linebacker. So we have these two guys here. I think we're running a 4-3 scheme, though, so we're not going to be able to utilize both of them. And then at right outside linebacker, we got Aldon Smith, who, much like, he's pretty much falls in the way of Josh Gordon. He's been pretty key. He has a couple good solid seasons, so he's not technically a one-year wonder. His 2 rookie years. And then 19 sacks, you're unable to stay on the fucking field. What are you doing with your life? I know he's trying to shape up, and he's going to be able to play for the Raiders in 2017. But for this video, you've made the list. I should be doing that for every single person, just ripping off just Chris Jericho. And then at the other right outside linebacker spot, we have Jason Babin, who most people by now know my story, my personal story with Jason Babin. But when he was with the Eagles, with us, 18 sacks. That wide 9 scheme that we had, that was incredibly gimmicky, and we could not stop the run to save our life. Never quite lived up past that. This guy here, some of the worst tackling I've ever seen. Literally only could rush the passer. That was it. Then we have at corner, number 1, we have Brandon Flowers. I'm pretty sure he was a one-time All-Pro and made the Pro Bowl once or twice with the, I don't know where he would have been off the top of my head. I think it would have been, it's either 2010 or 2009, but he was a one-year wonder. Then we have Alteron Werner, who had an incredible season before free agency with the Tennessee Titans, cashed out, and was never really the same since then. In that 2013 season, All-Pro, I think he was an All-Pro, but I know for sure he made the Pro Bowl that year. That was probably his lone Pro Bowl on his record. And then we're going to finish out with Brandon Browner, 81 overall. Everyone remembers him as a pretty crucial member of the Legion of Boom when they were at full strength. And then ever since then, I don't know what the fuck happened. He was horrible. Like the worst corner in the NFL last year with the Saints. So we included him as one of the corner spots. Then at free safety, we have Tashawn Gibson, who very much like Alteron Werner, just pieced out of Cleveland. Had 5 sacks, or 5 sacks, sorry, 5 interceptions. I think he was actually healthy that year. And then the next year, he had 6 interceptions, and he missed like half the fucking season. And then he signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars and hasn't really lived up to whatever contract they probably would have paid for him in free agency. So we have him there. And then at strong safety finish with the roster, we have Deshaun Golson, who was, again, much like Ahmad Brooks in the Jim Harbaugh years. I think he made his lone Pro Bowl that year. I think it was 2011 with 6 picks, 79 tackles. Was always the fact that he got 6 picks and he was a big-time hitter, like a big, menacing safety, is what made him very, very well-rounded. So that's why he made this list after 1 year. I don't know if he made All-Pro, but I think that was his lone Pro Bowl. Kicker, we have Cody Parkey, who was absolutely incredible as a rookie with the Philadelphia Eagles, made a Pro Bowl. I think he set the bunch of kicking records for the Eagles. And then at punter, we have Kevin Huber, who was a one-time All-Pro, and that was it. I think he's the guy that got stomped on by Antonio Brown, that iconic image of Antonio Brown jumping up and putting his fucking shoes in some guy's face. I think it was Kevin Huber. But there you have it, guys. That is our roster. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to sim to the halfway point, and we're going to see where we're at. And then after that, we're going to play our divisional matchups. And hopefully we're on our way to the playoffs. So overall, this team is not amazing. It's definitely not a lock for the playoffs. But I think we have a fair shot, by all means. So, I don't know. There's no sense of me saying, if I missed any guys that were considered one-year wonders feel free to include in the comment section below, because this is a one-off. I'm not doing this again. Hope you guys enjoy while it lasts. It's like an aurora borealis in the sky, you know? Just take it in, man. God, the Chris Jericho references. Oh. What I will say, though, is feel free to suggest in the comment section below what one-off connected franchise mode ideas you want to see me do in the future. I'm still planning on doing my legendary college rosters at some point. Hopefully I have some more time coming up that I can actually jump in and create those rosters. It's not going to be nearly as much work as the legendary rosters, where I had to make, personally create like 10, 15 people on each team. But for some of the colleges, I have to probably create like 5 guys, so it's still going to be pretty tedious and time-consuming, but I'm going to get that done. But outside of that, guys, I'm pretty much out of ideas coming soon, so feel free to suggest them away. So we are 3-4, not looking so hot. We'll just play our divisional matchups. Unless we have more than 3, then fuck that. Oh, we got the Saints coming up. We're 4-4. Maybe we get a nice little win streak and end up winning the NFC South. That'd be cool. 4-5. Okay, how many games we got left? We still have to play Saints, Falcons, Bucks. Fuck it. We'll just sim to week 16. We'll just play the Falcons there. Uh, 5-5. Now I play the Raiders. Come on, RG3. Do something. Do something worthwhile in your fucking life. I do remember, didn't RG3 like break up with his high school sweetheart and now he's fucking banging some super hot Russian chick? I saw that. That was fucking hilarious. Like he like knocked his high school sweetheart. I think they were engaged or something like that. And just like left her for this like fucking scorching hot. I think she's a Russian gymnast. RG3. And plus, I don't know how he's pulling that. After his rookie contract, he signed, his rookie contract would have been within the new CBA. So he's probably not rolling in the money. He doesn't get paid that much since. And he's fucking hideous looking. One of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen, RG3. So I don't know how he's fucking pulling that. Unless that chick's like a size queen or something. That must be it. Alright, so now we're going to take over for the last 2 games. We're sitting at 6-8. Playoffs are pretty much done. So we're going to get 2 games in here with the roster. Who would have thought Jonas Gray would have been sucking, huh? Not this fucking guy. So we'll play these 2 games, get a quick look at the overall stats from the season, see how the guys did. Maybe I could have done a better job upping the ratings, maybe making the ratings based off of the 1 year they were hits, and the roster would probably be a little bit more overpowered. But I'm content with how we did this so far. Old Riverboat Ron. Definitely not going to be an hour-long video like the other ones, that's for sure. Well, I guess supposedly you could rip me for one if I included a guy in my 1-year wonders that you guys thought should not be there. I could see fucking Robert Quinn being mentioned, Aldon Smith maybe. Allen Robinson will probably get quite some bitching. There's a lot of Giant fans that are going to be probably pretty salty that I included Victor Cruz. But for the most part, I think my list is pretty much consensus. Well, I asked people on Twitter a couple weeks ago because I like to plan ahead. I'm a planner. Couple guys that because I struggled with the offensive line and stuff, who I should include, and I pretty much had everyone already that guys were suggesting. So I think I had all the popular votes for who should be on this roster. All right, let's go RG3. Start off with I actually looked at when I was creating the stats to juice them up a little bit. Percy Garvin would be a fucking crazy running back in Madden. Him and Cordero. I always have to double check myself when I say that. Those 2 guys are would be fucking sick running backs. Like maybe that's an idea. Maybe I do like a complete out of position video, maybe. But then again, that's just kind of tough because there's like, what am I do for the fucking offensive line and defensive line? Maybe you guys suggest what I could do for that. Because then a quarterback, I could go like we could do Braxton Miller, we could do Terrell Pryor, we could do that was bad. We could do Terrell Pryor. We could do Julian Edelman. For running back, I could just straight up just use players that would look sick at running back, like a Cordero Patterson or a Percy Harvin. Wide receivers, fucking, I don't know. That'd be more of like just making like Jimmy Graham a wide, like just making guys that are straight up pass catching tight ends. Like my wide receivers would be like Jimmy Graham, Jordan Reed types. Tight end, I could make it like Jason Peters, offensive tackles that have played tight end a little bit. Quarterback, I could be hilarious and just make fucking Lane Johnson. But then for the rest of the offensive, like I said, I don't know what the fuck. I just make like fat fullbacks offensive line, like the fattest running backs. Put them there. Defense side of the ball get a little tricky. I don't know what the fuck I'd do for half of those. Linebackers, I could make just safeties linebackers and linebackers safeties or something like that. Like move Miles Jack to safety. I don't know, just stuff like that. Leave me suggestions. That's maybe the next way I'm going to go. I think that sounds pretty good to me. But I'm going to see if maybe some of you guys could do the groundwork and the legwork for me. So I don't have to just constantly look around. Because maybe you might know fucking because you support bumfuck College State. Some guys in the NFL have played out of position there. That could help. That might be a meme. That might be a nice little meme there that I have to refer. When some guy, because if I don't know what college you play for how diehard I am with college football, I'm just going to say you play for bumfuck College State. Oh, AR-15. AR-15. Let's go. Got that nickname from my expansion franchise, which I hope you guys are enjoying watching as I enjoy making it, even though it's just a great contrast for me to play with my Eagles franchise, which is I'm usually incredibly dominant, and then pretty much night and day, struggling a motherfucker with the expansion Toronto Huskies. Oh, AR-15's looking good again. Oh, he's looking good. Oh, he's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. RG3, come on! Deep ball, that should have been automatic. Throw that one on RG Turd. RG Turd. Two-minute drill, get some points. Maybe this is one because it's clearly going to be shorter. I can play defense. But then again, I kind of want to have some short-ish videos. This is not short by any means. Oh, who wants it? Oh, there's a fucking holding call. Oh, let's run it. Oh, Victor Cruz, that got to be holding on me. I was going to say that pocket was way too clean. There wasn't lint or loose change or anything in that pocket. Look at that. Trey Turner with the holding. Come on, you bastard. Let's see if we can get some points here before the end of the first half. Back to out of position video. Maybe you guys know, like the Dion. I see that every video. Maybe move Dion Buchanan back to safety. He's crazy. But you guys probably know players like that you could switch and their overalls make a huge jump. So you could also include potentially those. Whereas I'm too lazy to physically check and see if a player's overall jumps up. I mean, for the offensive line, technically, I could probably just like change guards to tackles and tackles to guards. But I don't know. That's kind of a weak way out. It might be fun. Maybe I'll do that for the most part. Then occasionally, like I'll make like fucking Mike Tolbert, like an offensive, like a guard or something like that. Who else is a bulkier, heavier set? Like LeGarrette Blount is a big motherfucker. You got Trent Richardson. He's fat. He blew up a little bit. Oh no! Oh no! Joe Gray. RG3. That guy turned injuries off for RG3 would have like broke his clavicle there. 5 spots. Alright, let's see what we can do. Come on. Come on, O-line, step it up. Oh, big play by Paul Warlow. Here you go. Paul Warlow's just upset that Deion Jones took his fucking starting gig. Barnage. Oh, Gary Barnage. Oh, he's so slow. Alright, that was still a big gainer. We'll go no huddle. And inside. Oh, fuck. No. That's some RG3 like clock management there. We need to step that up. Alright. We have Joseph Fourier, who all he does is catch touchdowns. So come on, make that true. Double covered. Horrible throw by RG3. Don't know if his arm got hit. I don't know if your arm can even get hit in Madden before you throw it. So it looked like, though. That was wonky as shit. Oh my god, give me some fucking good protection. Give me some of those. Give me some magnums over here. Need some fucking something. Maybe we can hit Allen Robinson with the curl. Nope, they read that right. Fuck off, man. Do we go for it? Do we fucking kick the... Oh, we'll get Cody Parkey some love. We'll get him out there. Boom. Alright, make it a 4-point game at halftime. And then again, knowing the sim, there's 5 seconds left on the clock, so Atlanta will probably get a touchdown, onside touchdown. Okay. Let's try Percy Harvard on the slant. Ooh. I remember Percy Harvin at the combine, like bench press like 225 like 27 times. Something crazy. Like it wasn't even close to the other wide receivers. Maybe that was a question there. He was juiced to the gills. Must have been fighting Mark Hunt. These references probably going over a lot of people's heads. Oh my god, RG3, come on. Oh, you're throwing the runs like 90. You gotta be able to make that. Alright, best field goal kicker on YouTube. Let's just do it. Let's do it. And kick on all pro all goddamn day. Probably do it with my goddamn eyes closed. Alright, let's see if I can go a whole sentence without swearing here. Very unlikely. Alright, third down alert. Let's see what Jonas Gray's saying. Might as well. Get some Weezer playing. My name is Jonas. Remember Guitar Hero? Remember when that was the thing? I think it was Guitar Hero, a rock band, one of them. Cody Parkey single-handedly keeping us in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Right down the middle. 1-point ball game. 1 second left on the clock. Let's get a victory. Let's close this season out with 2 big wins. Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. 316. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Let's just fucking keep hitting him with that. We only gotta get in field goal range for the victory. But who wants it more? Let's take some yards. Let's get something with Jonas Gray here. 8 yards, we'll take that. No turnovers for RG3. Silver linings. Corner strike. Come on. Send Percy Harvin across the middle. Oh, there we go. Victor Cruz. 340 for RG3 through the air. Just outside. Well, not just outside, but if we can get at least 7-8 yards, we have a chance to kick a field goal. We want more than that. Why? What is wrong with this throw on the run? It's horrible. That was on me. Like those guys were wide open. I just look at that score, 56-35 defect. All right, Gary Barnage. Don't get the picked. Don't get Brian Poole. Oh. Well, that's what happens when you're fucking RG3 and you have 90 some goddamn throw on the run. Can't throw on the run. Well, we'll wrap it up. We got one more game left for this disappointing. This is just one-hit series, I guess. I don't want Aaron Rodgers, though. I'll tell you that. Mutt is so gay. So gay. All right, we'll go to the Bucks. Hopefully we can close this out with a victory, so I'll just seem like some big fucking loser. I don't want to be a fucking loser. 6-9. Gross. Wild card. Getting our hopes up. All right, let's play the moments as we hit the half-hour mark here on the video. I will do my obligatory. This is your first time stopping by. You enjoy the content? Feel free to subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment in the comment section below. But with some other connected franchise mode ideas I can do. I know a lot of you guys out there are fucking geniuses. Fucking nerd alerts out there. Give me some goddamn ideas. Please. Very passive-aggressive way of asking you that. Ooh, Jonas Gray on his way to 1,000 rushing yards. Maybe we'll be able to hit that here against the Bucks' weak run defense, which is not really that weak. They got great linebackers. Vontae David's a stud. Quan Alexander's a stud. Gerald McCoy's a stud. Noah Spence is emerging. You got, well, that's pretty much it. Daryl Smith, vet. Get the vet there. Come on. Okay, big win. We're going for the... You know what I'm doing right now? Actually. We'll just go fast. I'm putting in Beast Foles. We're going to put in Nick Foles. It'll show us how it's done. If it even gives me an opportunity here to play offense. Oh, it's probably going to make me play this play with RG3. But we're going Nick Foles. Starting QB. That's what we need. We need something needs to change up here. It's Beast Foles out there. There we go. Let's go. He's got those 7 touchdowns the remainder of this game. It's Chris Johnson. Gets him murdered. Across the middle. Rest in peace. That hit looked like it hurt more than when he got shot with the gun. He wasn't him that... He didn't shoot... Was it Plexico Burress that shot himself? Gotta love them New York Giants. They're smart. Oh, oh, Nick Foles. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Man. Just nothing is going right now. Can't even fucking play. The sim has been whoring me. 2 minutes. Okay, that's... You know what? All right, we're going... RG3, it didn't really work. The throw and run's disappointing. Clearly, Derek Anderson, the veteran presence, is going to be able... He's been in the league 11 years. All right, he's gonna make some shit work here. I'm just going to go your third QB. And Robinson on a slant. Oh, yeah, that was like a... Fuck who that throw. Glitched out. That's how good Derek Anderson is. When he gets an incomplete pass in the pocket, it glitches reverse behind him so no one can pick it up. It's a veteran move. Oh, there we go. Gary Barter's battling for 8 yards. I actually like this running back wheel play. Let's see if Jonas Gray can get open. We're on the same goddamn play that we did last time. Oh, yeah. Flag! That is unnecessary roughness. I was carrying on. He was carrying on too much. Wait, what the fuck's that? Pass interference. There you go. We'll take that penalty either way. All right, let's let Jonas Gray introduce himself. All right. Jonas Gray introducing himself very nicely to Levante David there. 4 verticals. Derek Anderson got a cannon. Absolute cannon of an arm. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, Allen Robinson. Single coverage. Beat your man. Look at that arm. Absolute cannon. And Allen Robinson comes down with the fucking pop-up. Like a goddamn chatterbait or something like that. Oh, third down. Hey, well, hey, wait, look at this. Might be able to get some points here with Park. I'll take the field goal. I'll take anything. We need to get some footwork here. Who wants to get open? Throw it to Y. Oh, great play by Percy Harvin. Adjustment. Really stepped in front of what was probably a for sure interception. 11 seconds left, baby. We got this. Corner strike. One of the best plays. An OG Madden play for myself. Jonas Gray falls forward. And, of course, we have no timeouts left. Because I'm an idiot. Wasn't paying attention. Perfect. Very much a summary of this season and how it's gone. You know this shit. All right, let's let us return it. I think Percy Howard. Yeah, Percy Howard's our man back there. Let's go. I'm calling it. Return to the house for Victor Cruz. Actually, hopefully he doesn't tear his whatever the fuck his knee bone. These aren't moments. Give me a moment. This is just sad. This is just sad right here. Not even giving him. Oh, there we go. 4th down alert. 17 seconds left. For the love of God, we have 7 turnovers. Oh my God. Oh. There we go. 7 fucking turnovers. That's incredible. Well, at least we get AR-15 with the banana clip beating his man. Hopefully that wasn't Quan Alexander on the coverage. So that's completely on Dirk Header. That finishes up an incredibly disappointing connected franchise mode. Hey, we've been pretty spoiled. The last couple ones, which are just completely random and shit, they've actually worked out pretty well. This is the first time, I think, in quite some time that we haven't ended up making the playoffs. Playoffs? So next week's connected franchise mode, I have that one done. I don't really want to spoil it yet. But outside of that, guys, I'm open to suggestions. So feel free to fire away as we'll finish this video up. Just taking a quick look at the stats and how well these one-hit wonder players actually performed for us. Did anyone have a good season? Probably not. So RG3 had 3,300 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not much out from Beats Foles or Derek Anderson. Running the ball, 979 yards and 6 touchdowns for Jonas Gray. And Chris Johnson coming in on the red zone vulturing. Just how tides have turned. He was probably sick and tired of Lendell White fucking eating up his touchdowns. Now he's doing the same to Jonas Gray, but he had 11 touchdowns on the year. Receiving 971 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns for Allen Robinson. That's not a bad year. Cruz with 600 yards, no touchdowns. Barnes with 637 and 4. Harvin with 658 and 3. Not very impressive there. Defensive side of the ball, Kiko Alonso. That's all right. 144 total tackles, 113 for Alden Smith. And on the sack front, we had 8 sacks from Fairley, 7.5 from Quinn, 7.5 from Mario Addison. Why is he fucking playing? So I guess the only really impressive player out of all this, debatably, is Nick Fairley with 8 sacks from the defensive tackle spot. 2 picks from Flowers, 2 from Gibson, 1 from Werner, and 1 from Kiko Alonso. What about kicking? Cody Pryor, oh, horrible. 76%. You suck. What about punting? 40. Well, that's actually not that bad punting season. So overall, not the best of connected franchise modes, but I hope you guys were thoroughly entertained throughout. As always, if you're first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section below what connected franchise modes I can do next. And until next time, guys, it's your boy C4 saying peace. How